Picture this. You're sitting across from someone you once cared deeply about. The room is quiet, no tension, no drama. And for the first time, you don't feel the need to explain yourself. No anxiety, no urge to fix the silence, no fear of losing them. And that's when you notice something unsettling. They're the uncomfortable one now. What I'm about to tell you will sound wrong at first, but it will explain every shift you've ever felt when you stopped emotionally depending on people. Here's the truth. The moment you become emotionally self-sufficient, the entire emotional economy around you changes. You were told that emotional independence would make you distant, cold, unlovable. You were told that to connect, you must open yourself fully, expose every fear, every insecurity, every doubt. But that promise was a lie, because when you stopped needing reassurance, when you stopped chasing emotional feedback, when you stopped explaining how you felt, people didn't move closer. They reacted. Some leaned in, some pulled away. Some became irritated for reasons they couldn't explain. That's the betrayal. You were sold emotional dependence as love, when it was actually leverage against you. And brother, once you see that, you can't unsee it. This isn't poetic. It's biological. The human brain is hardwired to value emotional scarcity, not abundance. When someone doesn't need emotional validation, the nervous system reads it as high internal stability, strong stress regulation, high survival value. Your calm isn't interpreted as kindness, it's interpreted as power. Every woman, every man, regardless of what they say, is subconsciously scanning for emotional strength, not emotional exposure. Neediness triggers anxiety. Self-sufficiency triggers attraction and respect. That's not culture, that's brain chemistry. Here's what changes neurologically when you become emotionally self-sufficient. Your dopamine system stops chasing approval. Your cortisol response drops. Your baseline emotional state stabilizes. You peak slower. You react less. You stop over-explaining. And suddenly, you're no longer negotiating for emotional value. You're setting the price. People feel it in subtle ways. Your silence doesn't beg. Your presence doesn't demand. Your absence carries weight. This is psychological gravity. You're no longer fighting for attention in the emotional marketplace. You've exited the battle entirely. Here's how people know you've changed, even if they can't articulate it. You don't respond immediately anymore. You don't rush to resolve emotional tension. You don't chase reassurance after conflict. You're calm during silence. And that's when tests begin. Sudden mood shifts, passive aggression, emotional bait. Case study number 1. A woman who once ignored you suddenly becomes curious, not warmer, alert. Case study number 2. A friend accuses you of changing because you stopped emotionally managing them. Case study number 3. A relationship destabilizes the moment you stop providing emotional fuel. These aren't coincidences. They're withdrawal symptoms. Modern culture benefits from emotionally dependent men. Men who outsource regulation. Men who confuse vulnerability with value. Men who bleed emotionally without boundaries. Because emotionally unstable men buy more, react more, obey more. You were told that emotional availability was masculine growth. But uncontrolled vulnerability isn't strength. It removes polarity. It destroys tension. It lowers perceived value in every emotional exchange. This isn't about feminism. It's about systems. And systems prefer men who need permission to feel grounded. When you become emotionally self-sufficient, some relationships don't survive. Not because you became worse, but because the emotional contract changed. You stop chasing, they panic. You stop explaining, they project. You stop needing, they feel exposed. This is the emotional extinction event. Relationships built on your emotional labor collapse under your calm. And yes, it hurts, but only because illusion is dying. Here's the harsh part, my friend. Many people didn't love you. They loved your emotional availability, your reassurance, your regulation, your presence as a resource. When that's gone, alignment is revealed. Emotional self-sufficiency doesn't make you lonely. It shows you who already was. This is the awakening. You regulate yourself. You choose silence over reaction. You place purpose before validation. Love becomes a choice, not a need. Connection becomes an addition, not survival. You stop asking, "Do they need me?" And you start asking, "Do they earn access?" That's when you stop fighting emotional battles and start living from strength.